Clash of Clans is back! Day 2 of the Clan War League Season 3. That's what's up ahead. My name is Renee, I'm your host. And with me, obviously, are the only heroes that you can't pay no matter how many gems you have. Not you are not gems. People are not gems. Welcome, Woody and Galadon.
I think Galadon's a gem.
You're a gem.
Yeah.
You're definitely a gem, Renee.
Now we did that.
And we had some gems of attacks yesterday from Mao, first day of the 3rd season of Clan War Leagues, hoping that they get to Champion 1 this season.
I think they got a good shot at it. They're one of the best clans in the world, and they had a fantastic victory yesterday. Howdy, guys. My name's Woody, and today we're going to be watching some more epic clashing in the CWL.
Yeah, epic attacks. That's what's up ahead for sure for you guys. I hope once again over at Twitter at Clash of Clans, there's a Twitter pool waiting for you. And if you get lucky, you might get 2,000 gems. I think that's worth just having a quick look at Twitter. The question for today that we ask in that poll is, how big is the Clash of Clans village? We're not asking for population or how many presidents they ruled. No.
Right.
We just want to know how big it is in general. How huge. So there's obviously twice the size of Finland available, Tuvalu, an acre, and 44 by 44 tiles.
Yeah, this is a tough one for sure. Yeah.
It takes a good while for a golem to walk across the entire field. If you spawn it in a barracks at one end and have it walk to the army camp on the opposite side, it's like at least a couple of minutes. He walks pretty slowly, but I think that's a pretty good indicator for how big this base really is.
That's me in the morning in the hotel room, walking pretty slow. So all of that is totally fine. As I said, it is day 2 of Season 3. Everyone's still going for those stars to make it to Champions 1. We have a new team in here. Every single season we'll bring you a new team that you can see live playing Clash of Clans in the Clan War Leagues. This time it's, say that again, the name, because we discussed that yesterday really quick. It was something with beans.
Right. Well, Mao is the name of the clan as they're known in China, and that's actually the 2 female founders of the clan. That is also the first 2 characters of every player's name in the clan. That is dedication to a clan right there.
Smart move. If you want to learn more about that team and all those players, we've got another video for you with 1G.
我是毛豆小班的胡一哥，然后出生在中国浙江。我是3、4年前开始玩这个游戏的，然后刚开始什么都不懂，就是感觉在玩一些就是一个收菜的游戏吧，然后后来才发现还有部落战这个玩法，对，就是认识到很多朋友，然后挺开心的，然后有这次机会可以出来。来这边玩联赛，我是从 CR 先从 CR 加入毛豆的，后来就是加入了他们的微信群嘛，然后又知道毛豆也有 COC 这个部落，所以那边也加入了。日常习惯感觉就是每天都会玩一下 COC 吧，然后不管在哪，地铁上啊，就早上睡醒啊，就打开 COC 先收一下菜，领一下宝石，夜世界的宝石。
Traveling the world with Clash of Clans, getting to know more people, more countries. Exactly what it's all about. Obviously also traveling over here to not just collect their resources, but also collecting stars.
Absolutely. They picked up a lot of stars yesterday. They're prepared for today. And I talked to them a little bit earlier, and I heard that there's a rumor going around that they may be changing up some attack strategies today. We might see some interesting new use of maybe some new spells. Sylvia
will start the day for Mao Dao. I'll still try to get the accent right there, but that's good. She did that yesterday as well. It was a great streak for the team. They obviously won. 3 stars is what they achieved. All the others were 2-star attacks. Let's see if they can bring even more to the table today.
Yeah, so a total of 33 stars yesterday. I have a pretty good feeling we're going to exceed that. I'm willing to bet 35 today, Galadon.
My prediction was 34, just like yesterday, but we'll see. Now, you can see the opposing clan 2-starred in their first attack. Sylvia obviously hoping for a 3. Check it out. 6 Lava Hounds and 10 Bat Spells. That's because this base is defending with 3 single-target Inferno towers, Woody.
Sylvia, one of the founders of Mao Dao, believes that her cat, Lil Bao, is the most important thing in her whole life. Always has Lil Bao sitting next to her whenever she's attacking. Unfortunately, Lil Bao couldn't make it to the studio here today. So if it's a fail, we'll blame the absence of Lil Bao. If it's a victory, this one's for you, Kat.
Well, she's off to a good start. Here come the Lava Hounds all together and the Stone Slammer with the loons in behind. So watch for those Bat Spells momentarily after the defenses lock onto the big units. You can see the Bat Spells coming in directly on top of those defenses. Going to start to eat them alive. Single target Infernos very weak against the Bat Spells right now.
Archer Queen loops around to the top, and that's going to be very helpful for Sylvia as she tries to go for the cleanup later in this attack. We still have a couple of Lava Hounds still looking fresh. Big old Rage Spell right in the center of that attack as the balloons start to get a nice fanning out, taking down those Expos, and there's not a whole lot to target them left.
Yeah, you've got the Warden in the middle. Good ability right there. Check it out as the Stone Slammer is still almost at full health. The last Inferno Tower is down, and this looks like an absolute crushing victory right here. They know that this is going to be 3 stars. Sylvia with a beautiful, if not flawless, beginning to today's clan war. That is amazing. There's just nothing I can criticize about that attack.
She pumps her fist. She knows that it is going down. 3 stars and still a couple of wall breakers in tow, just in case she needed to use them at some point.
She's got those swag wall breakers there. Finally, you see the activation of the Stone Slammer and another Lava Hound not exploded, but one of the great things about these single target Infernos for this style attack is that you do want some of those Lava Hounds.
Exploded.
Was it 3? Well, that one traveling across the screen. Yeah. You don't want the Lava Hounds not to pop because you need those the Lava Pups to help out with the cleanup.
3 stars to start the day. I think it couldn't be any better than that.
It was definitely a perfect attack, and again, you see the Lava Hounds exploding to that single target Inferno in the middle. That definitely helps up because you can see leaving behind a lot of non-defensive structures that need to be cleaned up.
Fantastic overkill against that number 15 base. We got to give a shout out to the enemy clan here today. They are called Kurdistan Keep, roughly translated. They got 19 stars so far, but we're going to be tracking those one by one today as the competition goes on. Of course, you get an entire day to compete in Clan War Leagues, but all 15 attacks have been saved by our friends at Mao Dao, just to give us a great opportunity to see them back to back to back.
Lock onto the target. Target King is up next.
All right, so their #1 ranked player in this war is going to start out with a couple of Giants and the Heroes, dropping the King and the Queen right here. Sometimes you'll see them drop just 1 hero, but because of the number of defenses right here, and of course that single target Inferno, using both heroes to make sure that that first star goes down quickly. And then again, we're looking at 6 Lava Hounds, this time 9 Bat Spells coming in the back end.
Target King was able to get a 3-star yesterday. He's a professional player in PC gaming and has proven his chops here in Clash of Clans as well, moving in once again with a Lava Hound attack, followed up with a lot of bats. That's just what you tend to see on a lot of these single target Inferno bases. They just cannot handle that many bats coming at them.
Yep, I'm guessing that this clan just hasn't quite caught some of their bases up to the current meta as it stands. Single target Inferno's very weak. And again, it's tough. You have to choose. It's really probably best right now to mix it up, not go all single, not go all multi, because when you go multi, then it's weak against a Queen Walk. Right here you can see again the Stone Slammer virtually untouched, just walking through, crushing just defense after defense, moving on, taking those walls out in the same time, and looking strong, except you do have a single target Inferno at the bottom here, locked onto another Lava Hound. Could actually be a good thing for Target King.
I think this is going to be an easy wipe up.
There it is.
The 3-star is on track for Target King. You did see a little bit of a sneaky Tesla trap placement over there on the left side that was able to catch the Mao Dao team off guard yesterday, but not this time. Plenty of cleanup remaining, and unfortunately this little Lava Hound out here on the right side on defense, not getting any value for Karu, the defender there.
Yeah,
kind of sitting there.
Check out the Stone Slammer is still in one piece and barely took any damage throughout this entire attack. No defenses left, and again, like you said in the first attack, Woody, overkill is the word of the day so far. These guys are going to be perfect Mao with 6 stars and 2 attacks.
And nearly a minute left in that attack. No fear of a timeout there. Congratulations to Target King. A 3-star
Solid.
hit 100%.
45 incoming, maybe?
That would be a tall order, but especially against an all Town Hall 12 clan. I'm guessing that we'll see a mixture of Inferno Towers later on. These definitely are weak setups for the bat spell right now, though.
2 times of 3 stars. That's how Mao Dao started into day 2. A lot stronger than yesterday, but obviously they said already they're getting used to the environment, being here, to also prepare all together rather than being in different places and just do it via voice tools. They're here and plan their attacks. Next up is Q or Barbecue, and let's see if he can have that barbecue celebration right after.
Definitely planning on barbecuing this base, but a different attack strategy this time. You've got an Ice Golem and it looks like some Lava Loon.
Yeah, the brand new troop just recently introduced to Clash of Clans, Ice Golem, has quite a few hit points in him. He's a Dark Barracks troop, and when he goes down, he leaves a huge freeze spell in the surrounding area, stunning any buildings and preventing them from going after his fellow attackers.
Yep, over 6 seconds of freeze right there, and here comes that Ice Golem. Looks like he's going to fall a little bit far outside of this base to do much effective freezing. Stops the Warden for a bit, but you can see again the heroes coming in. The King kind of making sure that the Queen goes in right after that Town Hall. There is the defensive Baby Dragon, and now you're going to get that Town Hall out of here in just a few seconds, and then you'll have that Lava Loon portion of the attack start to clean things up.
Now you might notice it's a bit strange that the Town Hall is so far near the edge of the base. Usually you see them in the center of the base whenever you're farming or doing most of your regular attacks, but these elite war clans know that quite often it's easy for an attacker to get those 2 stars. Instead, they've tried to set up their layout to prevent the 3-star, and one of the ways that they do that is allowing one of those key defensive structures like the Giga Tesla housed inside the Town Hall to try to do some work on the opposite end. In this case, it actually ate up both the Barbarian King and the Archer Queen.
Yeah, but it's an interesting balance of where do you put that Town Hall, and you can see here 5 haste spells working on getting those loons in, and a great timing of the Grand Warden's ability, helping those balloons as they close in the Wizard Tower, one of the most dangerous air targeting defenses that you've got in the game for balloons.
Unfortunately for Q, though, that Archer Queen has been dealing a ton of damage on defense and nothing to take her out yet. We saw a Skeleton spell pretty close to her, but not quite on target. A bit late on that poison spell drop, and that is going to spell doom for this hit. There's still plenty of troops and defenses left to target those attacking minions and lava pups, and I think we're going to be having to be satisfied with 80%. On this base, Galadon.
Yep, both the King and the Queen on defense are still up, and 84% now. Got Baby Dragon working on one more structure right here. Also, the Eagle still being up is difficult, but this is a solid 2-star. These guys off to a great start. Mao Dao, 3rd attack, and I believe that's 8 stars.
8 stars so far, and that's pretty far ahead of their opponents. Kurdistan still only at 5 stars in total. Pretty indicative of their strength both on offense and on defense. Applause from our friends here in the studio as they congratulate their teammate on a well-placed attack.
I shouldn't have asked for 45 stars. I think it's my mistake that this wasn't a 3-star. I jinxed it. I'm so sorry.
Well, there's some tough bases here, obviously, and you can see that, again, what we were talking about earlier, Woody, with that outside Town Hall. There's been a balancing of how far to the outside do you put it, because, yes, it's a valuable structure, but it also houses one of the most important and key defenses at Town Hall 12.
Yi will try to bring his team back on that track of only having 3 stars. I mean, they start with 2 of them. I think we never saw that so far in a season. To start off with 2 times 3 stars. So let's see. I mean, they could be in for an impressive result here, but we just started the day.
Well, we're going to see Yi go up against the #1 defender. King Ismail has got a nice spread out base here. All those air defenses in different compartments. Lots of different spaces for those Inferno Towers set to both multi and single as this base is spread out. But we're going to start with the Queen Walk in the bottom right corner. Gally, which way do you think she's going?
Well, obviously, you can see they dropped a funneling troop to try to get her to move off to the left there, head towards the Town Hall. Now, that single target Inferno is going to be problematic as she closes in. One of the reasons you see a change in strategy right here, because that multi is in the center, but as she moves in, you've got a freeze spell and her ability, so 2 times that you could pull that single target Inferno off the Queen.
Did not catch that Town Hall in the freeze spell, but still, there's still plenty of troops remaining to take out that key defense, grab the first star, and set up for the second stage of this attack. It's going to be a lava loon hit, and we see 3 air defenses still up. It's possible that Yi is hoping that that Archer Queen is going to kind of loop around to the left a little bit, and she very well may, especially with that P.E.K.K.A. and Ice Golem still providing some cover from fire.
P.E.K.K.A. Ice Golem in the siege machine there, and now you've got the Queen. She's going to be stalled a little bit on that Lava Hound. Not going to be a problem because, again, she's away from other defenses, so she's not going to be taking any other damage. There's a rage spell to just help her get through it. She still has her ability. And moving off to the left, that Ice Golem is finally going to head towards the center of the base, and when it goes down, I know Yi's hoping for some good freeze activity right here. There it is. Oh, look at how many defenses it caught, and both heroes. Great use of the freeze from the Ice Golem right there.
Fantastic placement there by Yi, but unfortunately he's starting to run out of time, and this is one of the problems that he ran into yesterday. He starts off with a great hit, but it's sort of like a Rube Goldberg machine. Takes forever for these troops to finally tick, tick, tick through the defenses that they need to, and by the time he finally gets his main setup going, you start to wonder if he's got enough time to finish off the base.
They're complicated attacks, multi-stage attacks like this, and oftentimes the Queen Walk does end up in a time fail. We've seen that again and again. I time failed my attack this morning. It's tough. I mean, these Town Hall 12 bases are massive. They are, well, we won't say how big they are because that's a Twitter question, but they're pretty darn big. And you can see right here, the haste spell's down trying to help those balloons. And you've got a lot of defenses over on the far left-hand side of this base that are still standing, though.
Grand Warden coming in clutch, fires down that air defense, but there's still a good bit left out that left side. That Wizard Tower could provide a bit of trouble for these balloons as they start to try to path toward those final defenses. 30 seconds remain, and the cleanup troops are not too plentiful on this setup. Nevertheless, Yi has a high percentage 2-star so far, and we don't want to count him out just yet.
It's close, and you can see again, the balloon's worst enemy, the Wizard Tower, just absolutely put in work right there. Does go down, but not before it finishes off every single balloon. And yes, despite a well-planned attack, the time is going to be critical right here, and it's just not enough time to finish off the triple.
He plays very well under pressure and says nothing that can phase him. When he's north of 90%, I got to say that's a very well-executed attack. Maybe just another 30 seconds, and he would have been able to claim 3 stars.
Good job once again, but unfortunately, as you guys said already, it was a time running out. It is a crucial part of Clash of Clans and how to execute your attack. You want to be in your own scale, but sometimes there's so much that can happen that you can't predict and might delay your attack, right?
Absolutely. Mao really, really good at planning those plan Bs, plan Cs. What if something goes wrong? Do we have something else that we're going to do? Adjust an attack. Lots of troops that haven't been deployed yet. And now, with the ability to change the siege machine, the Warden's setting during an attack can definitely make a difference if something goes wrong.
Johnny launches attack number 5 for Mao Do.
All right, so Johnny is number 15, so he is the lowest ranked in strength, but you can see he still has mostly maxed out troops, and he, again, is going to start with a Queen Walk. We'll watch that time carefully this time, Woody.
Johnny is a doctor, so we can expect some surgical strikes here today. He's got a wall wrecker, so he's going to be bulldozing through this bottom left side of the base, makes it all the way to the Queen, and a fantastic free spell right on top of her. We'll watch this Queen Walk as it progresses into the base, pulling out that CC. She's going to get a chance to pop down that Lava Hound, but there's quite a bit concentrated fire right on her. Finally, at the last second, we get that Royal Cloak just to keep her up.
Yep, so the Queen is going to get her job done. You can see, now this is a minor attack, so watch for the funneling. And remember, what we saw problematic yesterday, the Barbarian King placed next to the Town Hall often is critical, and that dealing with that with your miners can make the difference between a 2- and a 3-star attack.
Bit of an aggressive placement on that poison there. Doesn't quite catch all the lava pups, but the healers are going to stay up nonetheless. This Queen is taking fire from a multi-targeting Inferno. Not too much trouble for her, but the main thrust of the attack is on now. Mass miners in the top right section of this base, and they are spread out beautifully, taking down as many structures as they can as they approach the Town Hall.
Yep, the Barbarian King on the far right is completing the funnel. You see the Queen was on the left, the Barbarian King is on the right. That is going to help get those miners on a very narrow path right at that Town Hall. Watch for the Warden's ability here. There's the Warden's ability as they take out the rest of those skeletons and now move in after that Town Hall, hopefully. Warden's ability is going to expire, but watch as they dip below that Town Hall, avoiding the Giga Bomb, moving on to other structures.
Crucial attacking advantage here for Johnny as he avoids that Giga Bomb. These miners are still very healthy, and with a couple of heal spells still left to keep them going, This is looking like it could be a 3-star Galadon.
Yep, he's even got a freeze spell remaining as well.
That's right, he's going to use it on that multi-targeting Inferno. Great spot over there, and a heal spell just on top to keep him up. Unfortunately, he does lose his queen, but she got a lot of value in during this attack. Still with 1 balloon in tow. Grand Warden looking quite healthy, and these miners have made it all the way to the top left side of the base. I think 3 stars in reach.
A lot of miners left. It looks like you can hear them starting to celebrate. Maudo knows where this one's going. The healer's now chasing the miners bottom left. About 5 structures remaining. Plenty of time, 30 seconds. It's going to be their 3rd triple of the day for Maudo.
Very well played to Johnny, had this beautifully set up from the very beginning. He did lose his queen, and that's something that can cause a little bit of trouble for a raid late like that, but the cleanup was no problem for that huge group of miners that were ushered into the early stage attack here right on the town hall.
Yep, good use of the Warden's ability, and remember, as the Barbarian King was already down, you don't need to worry about the miners being stalled. As the town hall goes down, they dip underneath. No chance for the Gigabomb to do any damage to them.
Miners ensuring 3 stars here. That's Galadon celebrating the 3rd time. And it's basically the JJ combo, Johnny, Jason. So let's see if Jason can follow up with another 3-star.
Solid. I mean, these guys are just really showing how it's done right here. 5 attacks, 13 stars so far, Woody. How many more 3 stars are we going to see today?
Well, I predicted 35 at the beginning of the show, and I think we're still on track for that. They might even exceed it at this rate. They've got 3 3-stars, and Johnny's going to be, we just saw Johnny. Jason, I keep getting the 2 mixed up. Jason's going to be moving in on the bottom to start off with here, using a Barbarian King to provide a little bit of funneling. Can you explain a little bit more what funneling is, Galadon?
Well, you can see right here, the Barbarian King is going to move off to the left, and you've got an opening to the town hall from those wall breakers. So the Barb King there was actually trying to distract the defenses so that the wall breakers would get through. Now on the far left-hand side, you see the Stone Slammer moving in. In this case, they're using the heroes to get into the town hall, and then, as you see at the top of the screen, the air attack is going to happen from the opposite side. So rather than funneling, they were more of a kill squad to get in, take out that town hall, ensure the 1st star, and then start the air attack from the opposite side of the base.
Aerial attack is making great headway into the top section. Unfortunately, that multi-target Inferno is getting some great value on defense. I think finally it's about to go down, and whoa, is that a clone spell?
Gotta love it on the balloons. Gonna lose a few to Seeking Air Mines, but that's always exciting to watch when just about every spell is being used in the game right now. The clone spell doing a great job, and there's a clutch freeze right there on the Inferno as all those balloons move in. And again, Wizard Towers, gotta watch out for those. Should be quick work right here as the top Wizard Tower goes down, and the clone loons are still up.
I'm worried about this Archer Queen, though. He got all of the defenses down in this base, but this Archer Queen is popping these balloons like nobody's business. She's going to turn around now and take care of these pups. Still quite high on hit points.
Yep, you've got 1 last defense to go down on the right-hand side. That Archer Tower needs to go down. That'll be the only defense remaining, and then it's just a matter of where these units are going to go next. We've got exactly a minute remaining. Not a lot of attacking troops left, and that queen is going to fiercely defend her little throne right there, and of course the clan castle.
I think she might be able to keep that 3rd star too, and this is why you have to target the CC. You have to go for the Archer Queen really early in these Lava Hound attacks. If you don't, this is what you end up with. A lot of troops that can clean up every single building in sight, but nothing that can strike fast enough to take down an Archer Queen who doesn't have that many hit points, but she deals a lot of damage really quickly.
Right, watch her put in work against these balloons. As soon as they get in range, here she goes. They're just gonna go down one after the other, but can they get through? Not quite. She takes every single balloon out. And again, defending the 3-star, stuck with a 98% 2-star.
Well, let's just be happy that's a clan castle there, not the town hall. Otherwise, we could have had a heartbreaker of a 1-star.
A heart for the defending Archer Queen.
She was tough.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, she handled it all on her own. She's like, defending a base. Look at that. I can do it on my own. Easy.
It was close. I mean, I think that maybe the kill squad was intended to get in there and maybe try to draw out the Archer Queen. It's a tough call. It was very close as to whether or not she was going to get triggered and move after the king and the queen at the bottom of the base. Didn't happen.
98%. We saw that yesterday multiple times. How Maudo just missed the 3-star by just a bit. 1G wants to make sure that this does not happen again. His attack is on.
We spoke with him yesterday, and he told us that he loves playing brainless strategies, and I don't want to call any shots against this attack, but it does kind of look a little brainless. Dumps all of his lava hounds right there at the 2 o'clock position with balloons to follow. He's got a lot of bat spells too, once again, Galadon.
Well, you had a lot of defenses out towards the edges, and that is what can make a bat spell attack really work well, because you had wizard towers going down very early. And if you'll notice, we're already down to only 1 remaining Inferno, and at single target, it is going to get obliterated on the left-hand side. Huge attacking force, and this attack so fast, but I'm telling you right now, this looks like it's just going to completely overwhelm the space.
Hey, sometimes it works better to start slow and to try to just, you know, wipe out a base by using
my gosh,
clever
they know what's
strategies.
happening here.
Sometimes you just got to use overwhelming force, Galadon.
Absolutely. It seemed like spam, but this was absolutely well planned. And this right here is going to be another 3-star for Mao Do. Beautiful, beautiful attack, taking advantage, again, of war bases that may not have caught up to the meta yet. This is a message out to everybody who's involved in clan war, especially at these higher town hall levels. Setting all of your Inferno towers to single target is just begging to be attacked by the bat spell.
That spell is brand new, and it didn't even take Mao Dao a week to figure out how to use it. Clever attacking here from 1G, claims the 3-star with his Archer Queen and Grand Warden abilities left unused during that attack.
A minute 30 left in that attack at the end.
Still be enough for me to get another 30%.
I'm telling you, just completely. The only risk right here was the balloons. Watch as they move in over the town hall. The Giga Bomb from the town hall, when it activates, it will wipe out every single balloon in the area. But there were just so many other units there that it was, again, I hate to use that term again, overkill.
Yeah, a perfect attack led to another 3 stars, putting them up on 18 by now. And we just saw attack number 7. Yeah. So we're in for a high number, that's for sure. Next up is LMF. And he obviously wants to follow because 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 stars so far.
Yep, and check it out again. The Inferno Towers, Woody, all single targeting.
Looks pretty scary, and it's a pretty similar army comp. LMF is going to be doing the same attack strategy, this time from the bottom right corner. Unfortunately for him, he's going to be losing some of those lava hounds as Seeking Air Mines and Inferno Towers heat up on them, but this is going to be a swarm that's very hard to deal with. Bat spells are out, and the balloons are here to crush the opposition.
Absolutely. This is very similar. They helped me out a little bit with my own Clan War League attack this morning. They talked specifically about waiting for those wizard towers and other air targeting defenses to lock onto the balloons, lock onto the lava hounds, and then dropping in all of those bat spells. And you'll notice right there, saving a couple of bat spells for the back end of this attack. 1 on each of those defenses. 1 is over on the Eagle Artillery. And again, look at him kick back. He knows what's happening right here. There's no way this base can stop the 3.
Going to be a bit more safe with his hero abilities. He's already popped the Barbarian King and the Grand Warden, not taking any chances, but it's not like this base had much of a resistance to put up against him.
Look at the army.
All the balloons are still up there.
You know what that is? That's a beautiful balloon parade.
Oh my God.
It
Is that the Hog Rider?
absolutely
Did he
is.
just announce a balloon parade?
It absolutely was a beautiful balloon parade. And LMF, another epic 3-star.
That was definitely well executed. I mean, you said it. It is those single target Infernos that make these strategies that successful.
It really is. And, you know, it's short notice, and so you can't really blame the defending clans for this because the meta has really abruptly evolved. And, you know, a lot of players haven't had a chance to catch up yet.
But they should, and they should do that quickly because we showed them those strategies, and you can see that was a blast. He was just overrunning that. It looked a bit like when there's something for free on a convention, you know, like gaming conventions, there was something for free. Everyone went there and totally smashed.
Sometimes there's swag. This time there were stars.
Yeah, that's how it is. Next up is Tong, attacker number 9.
Speaking of stars, Tong was one of the few players yesterday to grab all 3 stars, so we have high expectations for him to repeat again. He was also a member of the championship team from ClashCon 2015, so he's been clashing for quite a while, bringing in the whole kitchen sink for this attack, including a P.E.K.K.A., a few wizards, but mostly miners here, Galadon.
Yep, I remember ClashCon. That was a really good time. Had a blast there, and these guys with a great performance then, and, well, at least that attacker. And now毛豆as a clan looking super solid right here. So many 3 stars. And again, like Woody was talking about earlier, watch for the funneling right here. That's exactly what's trying to happen as we've got another miner attack. And when you have those heal spells and the miners moving in, you want to be able to predict the pathing. You need to know where they're going. So you need to narrow the number of structures that they could head to next.
I also want to point out some really clever timing on the placement of those wall breakers. Even something small like that. We see Tong just dropping one of them to run toward the wall, drop the bomb just to check and see if there were any traps right next to the wall, and then drops the other 2 to finish it off and let that Archer Queen into that top left compartment.
Yeah, sometimes it looks easy, but you're absolutely right, Woody. There's so much that goes into the thinking behind these attacks, and now the Lava Hound coming out after the Archer Queen. And this could be a little tough, but check out again, Woody. Look at how deep those wall breakers got into the base. You're talking about the 3rd layer of walls, perfectly timed one more time, and that is amazing to watch that wall breaker action right there.
Even just knowing that he needs to add that one little mini on the outside to deal with those pups to keep this Archer Queen nice and healthy, those healers working on her well. That's the sort of skill that separates the 2-star players from the 3 stars.
Exactly. Again, there's your funneling as the Barbarian King is on the outside trying to keep those miners pathing in right after the Town Hall. Archer Queen doing a great job on the inside. All those rage spells keeping her up. She has taken out so much, and now she's going to work on 2 more expos.
She's cutting right through this base like a hot knife through butter. Archer Queen has still got plenty of healers, and this huge wave of miners on the bottom of the base now has not much to worry about with a Grand Warden, heal spell, all sorts of nice things to keep them up and healthy.
Again, look at the Barbarian King cleaning up on the outside. Look how narrow the path is right here. The range from the gold mine on the right to the wizard tower on the left can be completely covered by 1 heal spell, and that's exactly what Tong wanted right here, as every single miner is going to fall under the next heal wherever he decides to place it. Archer Queen on the opposite side, still at full health.
And I gotta say, it can be a bit tricky to keep the funneling at the appropriate width here. If all of the miners focus on the same one building, you kind of waste some of your DPS. If they spread out too much, it becomes a bit too difficult to heal them. So the fact that Tong has been able to keep them at just the right spread to focus on all the key defenses, notably that single target Inferno, you gotta hand it to him. That was a beautiful 3-star. I think a MVP contender to be sure.
Another 3 stars. I don't even know what to say about all of these stars. There's like, they're throwing stars left and right. Everyone can have them. I mean, it's not easy, even if they let it look easy.
No, that is one of the more difficult 3-star strategies that we see at Town Hall 12. The Queen Walk Miner looks easy, but trust me, a few hundred tries on my own, it's not that easy to do.
A few hundred?
Okay, 1,000.
Oh my God.
It's been a lot of work.
They just don't seem to go where you want them to go.
No,
I'm telling you, miners.
You really have to micromanage your attacks here. And again, we're going to look at, this time, neither miners nor skeleton spells from Alan.
Bit of a tricky start here for this Barbarian King. Forcing out a couple of balloons and, just unfortunate.
Yep.
He's going to have to drop a few more if he wants that Town Hall.
Just barely got it. That was a surprise. Troll Tesla farm, all of those 4 Teslas surrounding the Town Hall out there. And that's one of the exciting things that I love the most about Clan War Leagues right now, Woody, is the idea that every single player gets only 1 attack. There's no scouting, there's no cleaning up. And when something like that happens, a lot of players can panic.
You got to be able to adapt to on the fly. In this case, it looks like we had just what we needed from Alan here. Coming in with a lava loon hit. He had to give up a few of his balloons early on to make sure he got that 1st star secured. But I think that plan B is still looking pretty strong here with 3-star potential for sure.
Exactly, Woody. You saw that he was using just a few extra balloons. Obviously, he wanted those going in somewhere else. Had to throw in a few extra balloons to make sure that Town Hall went down.
Mau is already on track to 36 stars, just if they manage to get the 2 from the rest of their hits so far. We've got Alan creeping around the base now. This Archer Queen is still looking quite healthy. Air Pusher out there trying to get rid of these healers, but can't deal any damage to them.
No, that's actually working out to have the sweeper kind of keep those healers out of range. You can see maybe that air defense, but beautiful timing right here as the Lava Hounds and the balloons are going to come in ahead of the Archer Queen. That makes sure that the healers stay up. But again, Woody, we've got 2/3 of this base remaining and just over 1:10 left.
This poor Lava Hound getting pounded in. An unfortunate tornado spell trap placement there for Alan. taking a bit longer to finish off this Eagle Artillery than he had hoped, and that's going to cause him a few more balloons to go down. This Lava Hound popping out of the CC means that this Archer Queen's going to be out of commission for a while and not able to help out these balloons. They get fried by that multi-targeting Inferno in the top right compartment, and Alan's in trouble, Galadon.
No Wizard Towers remaining that I can see. That multi-target Inferno, though, absolutely putting in work, slowing things down. The Archer Queen walk definitely has been stalled by that Lava Hound for a long period of time. And you know, when you're talking about the critical time fails, sometimes just the Tornado Trap alone has been enough to change things up in these 3-star attempts.
Panning around a bit just to see if he's got anything else that he can throw at this base. It looks like the Archer Queen ability is his last option to get a few more points of damage in here. Grand Warden going down to those Expos, and unfortunately this Archer Queen's about to get stuck on a wall, I think. So that's just about the end of this attack from Alan.
Yep, time's going to run out. I mean, if you've got an extra minute, Archer Queen could probably clear this entire base with just a little bit of air help on that right-hand side. But unfortunately, again, time is critical, and right here, lots of defenses pulled in and took down the Archer Queen.
Wasn't enough. 2 stars. I mean, that sounds so mean, right? Wasn't enough. 2 stars, solid performance, that's for sure. So far, they show not flawless, because then it would everything would be 3 stars, but a very impressive.
Well, I think that the opening was the reason we didn't see a 3-star here. This forcing, like Woody said, Alan into plan B, having to drop so many extra loons here to make sure that Town Hall went down, and then you have to deal with those Teslas late in the attack.
Another 5 attacks up ahead, so still enough stars for them to grab and really build that lead in Clan War League Season 3, because we know every single star counts. You get another 10 stars on top of it if you win a war. So they're doing good. They're making sure that they look solid and dominating their league, at least here on the second day. And up next is a Talent. He will launch attack number 11 for the team.
Talent looks just like El Primo, recently introduced to the game as a promotion for the global launch of Brawl Stars. Make sure to check that out if you haven't yet. But our El Primo lookalike here also is very talented in Clash of Clans, coming in hard with Lava Loon this time.
Yep, so the Defender about midway down, number 7, and despite the fact that there are 3 single-target Infernos, notice that Talent has decided to bring something other than bat spells, which is exciting to see that there are so many different attacks, even with all single-target Infernos. This base feels really compact.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that he actually didn't choose to go with the bat spells. I guess it is the fact that there's so many anti-air defenses right there in the center, that Eagle Artillery paired with a couple of Wizard Towers, Archer Queen, right next to some more air defenses. He's going a bit more traditional in this path, and I think that'll be just fine. Lava Loon is his favorite attack, and he clearly knows what he's doing.
Absolutely. You see the Wall Wrecker has gotten that path open for the heroes to come in and take down the Town Hall. So early on, a couple of different reasons. Obviously, the Town Hall critical to getting that 2 or 3 star, but also the Giga Tesla, getting it out of the way so that it doesn't damage massive groups of balloons. And sure enough, there you go with the Warden's ability. Queen still has her ability. The heroes have really clearly carved a hole in the space and taken out 1 air defense so far.
Starting a bit slow here, but he's taken out the key structures that he needs to get finished off. Only 2 air defenses left now that that top compartment has gone down, and I think he still has to be a little bit worried about that Eagle Artillery. He did manage to get rid of that Archer Queen early, though, and so Talent still has a solid chance of the 3-star here as he starts to sweep through the left lane.
Yep, ideally the attacking Archer Queen might have gone after the Eagle Artillery, but it's set far enough to the opposite side of that enclosure, but that she didn't. She's going to go after the far right-hand side of the base, but look at those Rage and Haste spells. Get those loons rushing through the core. Last Wizard Tower is down, and so is the Eagle Artillery. There it is.
A glorious spread, and you can already hear the Mao Dao champions shouting for their teammate here. It's looking very likely that Talent will be able to secure the 3-star with just a bit of cleanup left to do and a minute left to do it.
No defenses remain. You can hear the applause from the studio. There's easily a dozen balloons at the bottom. Cleanup troops all over the place. A haste spell to swag. Talent expressing just that with this attack, making it look easy with a 3-star against this base.
This base was relatively compact, and I'm kind of wondering if that was one of the keys for Talent to be able to pick it apart with this attack strategy. A lot of times you see a bit more space between those defending buildings, making it a bit harder for slow troops like the balloon to travel from building to building. is it the haste spell that really clinched the victory here for Talent? He brought 5 of them.
Yeah, that was great to see. The haste and the rage in there towards the bottom of the base made a huge difference in this attack.
Yesterday, he just managed to grab 2 stars. Today, it has been 3.
Gotta love this attack. You know, a lot of these bases have been migrating from an anti-Electro Dragon meta to now the anti-Bat Spell meta. This one kind of a little bit of both, but great to see a slightly different attack against that base.
It was enough, and there was even enough time left. Unfortunately, you can't give time to your next
There you
teammate,
go.
You know?
Gift.
Sometimes, just imagine Clan War Leagues would have overall time.
Gift
and
35 seconds to the
yeah,
next
if
attacker.
you were faster than that, you can give that to your teammate. And this one is Lewis, up next, attack 12.
Is that Louis the 23rd? Moving in, and what do we have this time? Look, we've got a couple of jump spells here, and bowlers. One of your favorite troops, Woody.
Do like some Bow Witch, and clearly it seems like Louis does too. It's his favorite attack force to go from the ground. Louis is one of the few expats not in China right now. He's from Malaysia. He says that before he starts any of his attacks, he clears his mind of any distractions so that he can focus entirely on getting that 100%.
Seems like a great idea. Might be tough for some of these players in the studio this week to do just that, but they've performed so well under pressure, and now you see a little bit late Queen Walk entry. You already had about 15% of the damage done. Now the Queen is going to come in and walk her way. You can see the bowlers now are going to help with the funnel. That Queen is going to head right after the Town Hall. You can see the jump spell clearing the way.
Rage right on those healers to keep that Queen nice and healthy, and plenty of tanking out in front. Those bowlers are starting to pulverize that Town Hall, an avalanche of rocks falling all over them. These skeletons aren't going to be able to put up much of a defense, and with that Gigabomb going off outside of the range of most of these bowlers, even with that Grand Warden ability, I think that defense is starting to crumble here.
That was a beautiful timing of the Grand Warden ability. It seems early, but it's one of those critical things to know as a Town Hall 12. Know your hero's abilities and how long they last, because activating that hero ability early like that can really save a massive amount of damage, because remember, you're trying to stop the damage from the Giga Tesla and the damage from the Giga Bomb after the Town Hall goes down.
Archer Queen survives a bit of a dicey encounter with that Inferno Tower. It goes down nice and smoothly. Unfortunately, the bulk of this attack has dried up now. Archer Queen stuck on this Lava Hound is going to be spending a bit of time popping down him and the pups right afterwards. Still a few witches in the top left corner though, Gally.
Yeah, the witches don't have a tank, unfortunately. They're all by their lonesome over there. There are no splash defenses in the immediate area. In fact, it doesn't look like there are any splash defenses left except for one mortar at the bottom of the base. But again, time is going to be of the essence, because that Archer Queen, she definitely got distracted, and she's got 2 or 3 layers of walls to get through before she could possibly get to the outer edges of this base, say the laboratory down at 6 o'clock.
That maxed out Lava Hound on defense causing even more trouble. There's actually a jump spell to try to help her get over some of those walls, but it just faded away a bit too soon. In this case, Louis the 23rd, with over 3/4 of the space finished off, didn't manage to get into that bottom compartment. Still quite a few anti-ground defenses remaining. We do see that Archer Queen ability popping right there for the last hurrah, as she makes a final stand here to try to get a few more percentage.
Yep, there's not enough defenses to stop her and her group. She's got the healers, and of course she has the Grand Warden, but again, it's going to be time. A beautiful attack, beyond 80%, but just not quite the 3-star that Louis had hoped for.
I'm so sad. I wanted to say Grand Operation, Grand Warden, Grand Victory, but then it wasn't a 3-star.
Well, you still said it, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounded good.
I had to, because I even wrote it down.
The temptation
Man,
is too strong.
Can't be true. I was hoping for 3 stars here.
But again, check out those bowlers as they move in, and again, the Warden's ability right there, the Warden ability while the Giga Tesla is still up, and watch it last all the way through the Giga Bomb.
It's just great. Like Gigabombs, if you know that you have the attack being like outwards, either miners or brawlers, something that is further away, then it's not really worth to worry about it at all, right?
Well, it can be devastating to miners if they get stalled on the Barbarian King, to balloons if they're over the Town Hall. So a lot of this comes down to just where you can get that Grand Warden in. If you can get it in the core like that, makes all the difference.
Up and next is Double H. Double H.
I hope
do you go
that
for?
you didn't get too much of Bow Witch already, because we got another Bowler Witch combo coming on in. A few balloons to start off the attack here, and maybe scout for something in the top right corner. Maybe
I think those would be normally referred to by these pro war players as coconut loons. Coming in, the idea is they drop like a coconut wood from a tree when they find a seeking air mine. And the idea being that the healers don't get hit because one of those black seeking air mines can one-shot one of those healers, and those are going to be critical to keep the queen up.
Unfortunately, they didn't connect with any seeking air mines this time, but it still will be a strong start here for the Archer Queen and Grand Warden in the top section of the base, finishing off that Town Hall for an early 1-star. As we were saying earlier, a lot of times these Town Halls are positioned outside of the base so that the defender can try to hold on to all three. We'll see if HH can use this bow strategy and a big old peck out in front to try to frustrate HH's attempt.
Good free spell right there as the Archer Queen moved within range of that single target Inferno. You'll notice HH has brought a pair of free spells, but now the single target Inferno is locked onto the Archer Queen a second time, so he's forced to use her ability there. He obviously would rather have seen one of those ground troops come in within range, and now they're going to get in, get that Inferno down before it can do it a third time.
You know, I just noticed, Galadon, the attacker's name is HH and the defender's name is Humar Hallery. I think we've got an HH on attack and defense here, but there can be only one.
4
H's
H's.
Finish off with the win.
4 H's, and you'll notice at the bottom left of the screen, this time there are some archers, but they've got tanks. They've got at least one P.E.K.K.A, there's a bowler, and as soon as I said that, they all are going down on the left-hand side. Lots of units in the core, but another single target Inferno, and it seems to have radar for these heroes.
That single target Inferno is causing a bit of trouble, but fortunately he has been able to keep his Barbarian King and his Archer Queen up. That missing reach. Grand Warden, though, is going to cause a lot of trouble as these troops try to finally get through this last layer of walls and target the remaining defenses. It looks like HH is just about running out of steam, but he does have a minute left to get some more percent.
There's a lot of excitement over there from毛豆, so they haven't given up yet, but again, you can see under a minute, a third of this base remains, and all of these little individual compartments right here are really going to cause a huge stall, and there, a seeking air mine grabs one of those healers. And again, you're right, Woody, just so much left up at the top of this base. You can see the Tesla farm untouched, and that's just going to be too much and not enough time.
And another sneaky Tesla out in the right corner. Looks like Humar Hallery thought that a right side attack would be unlikely, and so stuck one of those little tiny Teslas out there to frustrate any attacker who might be getting close to 3 stars. Not going to happen this time with HH. Did grab that 77%. But it's going to be up to the next attacker to try to go for 3.
Still good and a solid performance. 2 stars. There was no 1-star fail. And I think the opposing side, they had a 1-star fail in the beginning because otherwise they wouldn't work. They had 3 stars out of 2 attacks.
Right. I believe there was a 1-star from the opposing clan earlier on. And you're right.毛豆, not a single 1-star today.
Not yesterday. I can see the list. There was no one doing that. And attack number 14 is up to Lala. And hopefully we didn't jinx it here now.
I didn't say it.
2.
I didn't say it, but yeah, you're right. I mean, this has just been a great performance. So many different attacking strategies. And here again, this I gotta say, this is still my favorite attack. Even though it's difficult to perfect, it's beautiful when it's well executed. Queen Walk Miner one more time.
Starting out on the left side of this base, maybe trying to grab an Inferno tower out there. It is set to multi, so it could cause some trouble for a big group of attackers like miners. Coconut Loon coming in over on the left side to protect that baby dragon as we see a perfectly timed rage spell. Great placement on that one as well to keep this Archer Queen healthy as she proceeds around the bottom side of this base.
Absolutely. You can see it's kind of counterintuitive, but those rage spells are actually usually more important that they land on the healer than the queen herself in these queen walk attacks, helping all of those healers just pump health back into the Archer Queen, keeping her up longer. There you can see it one more time. She's going to walk out of it, but the healers will stay in for another good portion of time right there.
Wall Wrecker, one of the new siege machines introduced as Town Hall 12 came out a few months ago. Burnt up, unfortunately, by that Inferno tower, but we see the main force of this attack starting off now. Mass miners crashing onto this Town Hall.
Look at that heal spell.
Inferno tower on defense can't do anything against such a big group of attackers. And unfortunately, this Lava Hound is going to start to block that Archer Queen from helping out. Could cause a bit of a distraction as we try to clear out this defending queen.
Yep, 20-something miners go down. One heal spell catches every single one of them in its embrace as the Barbarian King is going to move out to the right-hand side again, providing that funnel, keeping the healers in the core, getting those valuable defenses down. Now they're on that Eagle Artillery and is out of here.
I wonder how it feels to be underneath a heal spell. It just must be
It's gotta be amazing.
in golden sunshine and
how about a heal,
rainbows and-
a rage, and a freeze all at the same
Oh
time?
my God,
As they
that'd be
go in
too
the
much for
core,
me.
continuing out to the right-hand side, you've got an Inferno Tower there and a giant bomb, but the healers look like, okay, the healers on the right-hand side are gone. Again, you really can't tell how many healers are left except for how fast a building goes down. So that's still a pretty big group that's
The
moving
miners,
up
yeah.
there. Healer miners, exactly. The pretty group of miners, but unfortunately, lots of defenses were remaining, and now it's just trying to clean up to grab a few extra percentage points.
Dang, the range on that Inferno Tower, I'm realizing it's actually really far. It was grabbing her like a compartment and a half over, almost outside the base entirely, but nevertheless, Lala does claim the 2-star here. Still holding on to another wizard, trying to figure out the ideal placement for him to maybe grab a few more percentage.
Yep,
Looks like
trying to
he's gonna
push
come
past
in.
80, and it looks like we should get an over an 80% attack right here, as that wizard is going to grab a couple of structures. So are the archers. Again, you know, when you put up so many 3 stars, as you can see by the score on the right-hand side, 13 attacks, 33 stars. Percentage isn't as important in an individual war, but every single star, like Renee was mentioning yesterday, absolutely critical, because this opponent may not be the toughest opponent that Mao Do faces this week.
If it does come down to the tiebreaker, the percentage will determine the victory in this war and in the Clan War Leagues overall. Very improbable that we do get a tiebreaker on percentage like that, but hey, every bit counts, and every building you destroy, you get a little bit more loot too, so hey, why not?
Just saying, Woody said they will reach 35 stars. That's where they're on right now. So obviously if they would stop, Woody is right. But Woody, I have to tell you, the last attack will be launched by Pekin, the MVP of yesterday. So the first MVP of Season 3. I have to say it's very unlikely that you will be right, at least today, Woody. I'm sorry.
Hey, I knew they would reach 35, that's all I was saying. They hit 35, I think I was right.
They have a potential for 38 stars. I can't even comprehend that. At Town Hall 12, 15 Town Hall 12s they're facing, and they have a potential to grab 38 stars. And again, we're going to wrap up the day with the Bat Spell. This time 7 of them and 4 Lava Hounds. So this is a combination we haven't seen today. Queen Walk, Bat Spell with the Lava Loon.
Yesterday we saw only 3 3-star hits, and today it looks like half of the attacks are going to be 3 stars. Very impressive follow-up here from Mao Dao.
Yeah, we just saw a slight wall breaker fail right there, trying to get into that compartment. But notice the queen. She is smart. She has gone in and gone right after the town hall. Anyway, the wall breakers are not going to be consequential. She's going to take the town hall down for the first star.
Nice start, and we're going to see a follow-up now with the Stone Slammer coming on in. The brand new siege machine just introduced to Town Hall 12. Deals a ton of damage, as splash damage, crashing through walls to help out any ground attackers that are in tow. It targets buildings.
Watch it open
and
those
as
walls.
You can see there, yeah, it deals a ton of damage.
But you see exactly what happened there. Pekin planned that. He's got an area now where the Archer Queen can move in and target the Eagle Artillery, those X-Bows, the Sweeper, there's Teslas in there, and it looks like she indeed is going to do that. Here, funneling Barb King. So the Barb King at the bottom of the screen, he's going to make sure, wait, she turned around and went back. Did you see that? She turned around and went back after the Eagle Artillery. That was absolutely perfect timing for Pekin right there, dropping in the funneling Barbarian King at the last moment. Archer Queen's like, no, I'll go back inside.
Don't worry, babe. I got this one. We'll finish
man.
off this army camp. You go for the tough stuff in the middle there.
That was great. Now she's stalled on the Lava Hound right now, and we're down to a minute 20. The bat spells we're still waiting for. Obviously, you want that Archer Queen to get in. Ideally, after the Wizard Tower, surprisingly, on the left-hand side would be more valuable than getting that single target Inferno down.
Look, bats and lava hounds and balloons can crush a base really quickly, but I don't know how quickly Pekin expects these things to go through. He's only got 1 minute left now, and still is just finally starting to deploy his bat spell.
Here come the bat spells. Now you've got 4 wizard towers that are still up on the far side of this base, and that could spell doom for this 3-star because they just absolutely annihilate bats. If you watch huge groups of bats go up, and if that wizard tower focuses on them, they will not get it down. Stalled right here on this middle wizard tower, finally went down, but you still have 3 wizard towers left and just over 30 seconds.
Archer Queen still survives as well in the middle, and that's going to be a lot of difficult damage for Pekin to deal with here. The balloons are starting to creep around in this counter or clockwise formation, but yeah, just nothing to target onto that Archer Queen except a few pups who finally make it in there. Great ward ability is coming in,
Good
but it feels
ability.
a bit late, and still just 15 seconds left for this hit to go through.
Yeah,
it's a
you
clear
had so
2-star,
many
but
left.
not going for the 3 today.
So many units left, and you can see right here the balloons get that wizard tower down, but again, The healers doing a clutch job on the archers on the far left-hand side of the base. Time runs out, 78% for Pekin.
And every life counts. Even the ones from the archers. Come on, you can't blame healers.
Every life, every star,
there's like,
every building.
when they become doctors and all that, the praise like, yeah, we will help every single person out there. So hey, went with archers.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, the Queen did not, well, right here, there was the moment that the Queen turned and went inside after that Eagle Artillery. That was a critical change in this attack right there. I thought that was beautiful from Pekin to drop that King in and get the Queen to turn around.
Great placement there. Cleans up for 2 stars. Might have started a little bit late for the second stage of that attack, but there was a lot that Archer Queen had to deal with in the bottom right section of the base, and she managed to survive pretty late into the hit. Well done to Pekin, and maybe he'll be MVP again tomorrow.
Maybe. So many 3-star attacks and so many close calls. Much better performance than yesterday, but Renee's out there. He's got one of the members of Mao Do, and we're going to talk to them right now.
Yeah, I'm over at the players' table, and I got LMF with me. That's definitely one of the candidates for an MVP. He had 3 stars today, and it seemed to be down to those single target Infernos once again, bringing the bat spells in there. You guys get really well along with the new meta, right?
那看到你们经常用那个蝙蝠法术，看起来你们已经想到什么方法用这个新的法术了。
对啊，蝙蝠法术在对付单头地狱塔的时候是有非常非常好的效果的。
Yeah, I think the bat spell is really useful against the single towers to get rid of them really fast.
Do you guys have another option already in terms of bat spells, how you want to use them? As soon as everyone caught up to that meta, it will happen at one point that team realizes single target Infernos are not the way to go there. When you can't use them for single target Infernos, where do you want to use those bat spells on?
那能不能跟我们观众说一下，那可能他们会抵抗这个蝙蝠法术，那你会有怎样的把这个蝙蝠法术现在用的有效一些呢？
这个蝙蝠法术的话，还可以用于清理一个角落，清理就是对方基地的一个角落，也是有一定的用处的。但是呢，对那个多头地狱塔来说，其实也是可以打的，但是对前期的要求就比较高一点。
I think we can use bat spells to clear out a corner of a base, so it's good to clear out a specific corner. But it's still it can be useful in the later portions of the game, but it's still strongest at the early game, when you first launch the attack.
Season 3, Day 2 brought you guys an impressive 37 stars. Can we expect even more the coming days?
那今天你们的表现非常突出，得到了37星。那你觉得你们过后的表现，你有什么看法吗？
可能不会打那么多吧，但是我们会尽力打得好一点，打得好看一点。
I wouldn't expect us to get so many stars in the upcoming days, but we will put up a good match.
Talking about not expecting so many stars, you guys lost yesterday, the Clash Challenge against the casting table. So it's your second approach to it, but you're behind. Are there any special strategies already for you guys to catch up to us? I mean, the pros over at the table?
那说起我们今天的小活动，昨天是你们输了，那今天有没有做了什么特别的准备吗？
不用准备，肯定赢。
We don't need to prepare. We will definitely win today.
Whew. I'm pretty sure that we have to prepare, actually. I hope you did, Galadon and Woody. Did you?
Prepare? Yeah, this is going to be an interesting Clash challenge. I don't know. These guys really are hot today.
I've been preparing all day and all night. This is a very complicated Clash challenge that we've got today, but I think I got the right skills and the right mindset and a little bit of a crazy twist to my eyes to be able to get the job done.
He might have to do more than twist his eyes. He might have to turn his eyes upside down, Renee.
We'll say. I don't know. Let's talk about standings and brackets first, so people out there actually get an overview about Season 3 and Day 2.
Well, it's beautiful. You can see round 1. The Mao Do had the most stars of any clan in round 1. Now going into round 2. Their opponent hasn't used all their attacks yet, but even with a perfect set of 3 stars from those remaining attacks, they would still win by about 5 stars.
Once again, scoring more stars than any other clan in this Clan War League season. 37 today and out of range of the Kurdistan Keep. Their opponents from today. They have 19 stars left, but even if they manage to get 12 stars with their remaining 4 attacks, actually, yeah, that would still just leave them a bit too short. So well done today to Mao Do claiming victory on Day 2.
But Woody, There are a lot of clans that put up over 30 stars in today's war in the other wars, and we have not seen those clans yet this week. I suspect we've got some big, hardcore matchups later on this week.
Well, we can take a look at the current standings from day 1 and day 2. Now, keep in mind that clans earn another 10 stars after they win a war, so this is not going to be completely updated just yet, but nevertheless, we have Mao Dao on top in the #1 position with 80 stars and an impressive destruction percentage that is now a few 100% over the #2 team, Mafia Rantau.
Yeah, that's impressive. Over 250% more destruction, but Mafia Rantau, a clan they haven't faced yet. Looking forward to that matchup later on this week.
Yeah, there is more to come, obviously, in Season 3 here. We're just in day 2. We've got 7 days straight of Clash of Clans action in the Clan War League, so you guys know that format at home. At least you should. If you know, then you also know that we will talk about honorable mentions, because we have so many good attacks, and we should have a look at them again, and maybe even explain a bit why they are that honorable, or why they are that good. Woody, who did you choose for the honorable mention today?
Well, I gotta tell you, this honorable mention goes to the #15 attacker from the clan. He had the least in his arsenal, but still managed to grab those 3 stars. Johnny is his name.
Absolutely, and check out Johnny's replay right here against another one of these well-designed anti-3-star bases, and this one with all multi-targeting infernos. So bringing in, again, my favorite attack, Queen Walk Miner.
Queen Walk Miner grabbed 3 stars, and you'll notice that even with some air defense setup quite spread out, Johnny knew what to do. You don't, when they go high, you go low, right?
There you go, air, you go ground.
Send them underground.
Good point, Woody. Good point, because these guys are going to move in. Again, you see the Queen Walk. This time, sometimes you'll see the Siege Machine opposite. This time, you're going to use the Siege Machine where Johnny is to get in, open those walls up, and make sure the Archer Queen gets into some of the most dangerous defenses, like the Eagle Artillery, of course, activating the Clan Castle as well.
Yep. Grabs that Archer Queen right there in the center. She can also cause quite a bit of trouble for attackers. This is a great stab right into the heart of this base with Johnny starting off with a clean Archer Queen. He only has a cannon targeting her right now, and so with just a few CC troops to try to take her out, that is not going to be enough. Johnny's starting the second phases of his attack from this bottom right section and getting a great spread on these miners.
Yep, with only 1:30 left, watch for the Barbarian King on the far top right of the base right there. That's going to help complete that funnel. The Archer Queen was the first half, the Barbarian King is the second half of the funnel. That's going to allow most of those miners to kind of focus. Notice they started out wide, and now they're going narrow as they close in on the Town Hall.
Well, he brought a lot of heal spells. That's a very important spell to bring with miners. Of course, miners can deal a lot of damage, and they spend most of their time underground, so they don't take any damage while they're not able to be targeted down there. But once they pop up, they do get quite vulnerable. Heal spell keeps them nice and healthy, and even out of range of that tornado trap.
And here, Gigabomb, not touching a single miner. Remember, if they're not engaged with something like the Barbarian King, skeleton traps that are right next to the Town Hall, they're going to easily dive under and avoid that Gigabomb every single time.
Clever placement started off with a counterclockwise rotation here, and these miners are going strong. A nice free spell to keep that multi-targeting Inferno out of commission. It can cause a bit of trouble for any troops that are clumped up like those miners, so it was really good placement there by Johnny just to make sure that there was nothing to cause them any trouble as they finished off the 100% 3-star for this base.
Exactly. These late Teslas, not enough to stop the attack in the Archer Tower there. A late balloon went in as well. The healers moved on, or healer, singular, moved on. And the miners just doing a great job. So exciting to watch when an attack like this goes smoothly.
Sometimes you lose your queen early on and it can cause some trouble, but she's still got plenty of value with this hit. And the miners got to enjoy the benefits of that healer right afterwards.
That was just one of the many 3-stars we saw, because they actually managed a lot. But worth another honorable mention is our Twitter, I don't want to call it giveaway, there's a Twitter poll out there for you guys, and you can win 2,000 gems if you take part. So just head over to at Clash of Clans, but you can also do it at ESL Clash of Clans, by the way, but the pool's not on there. And every single time we're doing a show, you can actually win those gems there. Today we want to know, how big is a Clash of Clans village? Because obviously there's a certain limitation to it, right? It's a bit like a country, but is it as big as a country? For example, twice the size of Finland, or even Tuvalu, which we know is huge.
Well, maybe not huge, but the Clash of Clans village is big. It's actually grown in size. And so, you know, some players might be caught off guard, but there is kind of a unique answer to this question.
Was it aggressive claiming new territory?
No, I think it was unclaimed territory around the edges. They just maybe cleared some of the forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
It can be, we saw that, like 44 by 44 tiles, so maybe an acre. It is hard, I know, but it is 44 by 44 tiles, which does sound actually really huge, I have to say.
It is, and that's part of the reason we see these time-critical attacks and time fails in war, because the village is so big, and especially at Town Hall 12, you have so many defenses, traps to get through.
I just want Supercell to go to Tuvalu and now figure out how many tiles they have. That's what I'm really looking forward to. Maybe we'll figure out in one of the comment shows of the Clan War Leagues. We'll definitely figure out who's the MVP of the day, because obviously we need one. Pekin was MVP of day 1, and MVP of day 2 is... LMF stands for Lucky Monster Farmer. Don't know. There are many
I was
ways.
looking at an
you can do
acronym
that.
for LNF, and I couldn't come up with one, but it was a beautiful attack.
I wanted to ask him during an interview, but I wasn't sure if it's appropriate what he will say.
Hey, sometimes you got to take a risk, Renee.
I
can I
was not
say?
willing to take that one.
All right,
all
well,
right.
let's go ahead and check out LMF's MVP attack right here over a base that was kind of unique in design, but 10 bat spells. Exciting stuff to watch against single target
And
Infernos.
6 Lava Hounds. That seems like too many to me, Galadon, but somehow he makes it work.
Exactly, and a lot of it comes down to getting the Lava Hounds to pop. You don't want the Lava Hounds to not explode because you need those Lava Pups to clean up the village. 6 Lava Hounds if they don't explode, but you've got single target Infernos, and it seems, again, like not what you would want to happen. You want the single target Infernos to pop Hound after Hound during this attack.
Fortunately, these air defenses weren't too far from the center of the base, and so as another big aerial attacker comes through the Stone Slammer, it finishes off that air defense in the top section of the base, and yeah, there's way too many Lava Hounds for these defenses to be able to deal with. That single target Inferno doing its best to burn it up, but bats, balloons, pups.
It was beautiful.
Covering
The last Wizard Tower, top left of the base, just to the left of the Eagle Artillery, was distracted by a few balloons first before the bat spells went in. Absolutely beautiful timing from LMF, and he absolutely earned the MVP with this attack.
Crushing this base with a brand new spell. Congratulations to our MVP today, LMF. Get a chance to use the bat spell yourself and let us know how it goes over on Twitter. I think it might be pretty interesting to see how these players find creative uses for new troops and spells in the game.
I got to tell you, it's been one of the great things about the history of Clash of Clans. So many different strategies have been implemented by players that were confirmed to have never really been thought of by the developers. People are ingenious out there. They come up with these, the Queen Walk, when that first emerged into Clash of Clans, such an exciting attack. I'm so glad that it's still a viable strategy.
It's a good looking one. That's what I like. You can follow it along. Just like the Queen Walk itself, it's easy to spot and great to just experience when it's really working. I mean, I like it every single time.
Well, in a game where you usually have a big old army spread out across many different sides of the base, it's fun to kind of just have one little focused area where you're really drilling in hard with one troop that can stand the test of time, deal a ton of damage, has healers to back her up. Archer Queen's a beast.
I really hope that you know how to handle Archer Queen, just in case it will be used in the Clash Challenge. You know, you never know if that might happen.
Oh, have no fear. I know how to use an archer.
Yeah, Clash Challenge today is, you said already, Woody, it's a bit twisted because we totally forgot those stickers on our pads that say this side up.
Uh-oh.
And so we ended up with a locked pad in upside down mode.
Yep.
There's no upside down mode, but you know what I mean. It is the wrong way around. So one of you guys, and I think it should be Woody, because he wasn't supporting us yesterday.
I was supporting. I was cheering
no,
from the side.
You weren't?
He was
we won.
rooting for
You didn't.
Maldo. I heard it.
Yeah.
I was
and,
just, I was helping out the underdogs.
But yeah, the question
I thought
is now,
they needed a little bit of...
would he try to let them win on purpose?
No, of course not.
Okay.
Come on.
We got trust in you, Woody.
Don't
casters
challenge my competitive
Are
integrity.
the underdogs.
Okay. I will not tell you who you go up against. It's a bit too early. But you will start. It's
Okay.
your attack, upside down. So,
What's the best way to go
Wait,
about
wait.
this?
You do that and we just hold you. Like Galadon alack, me alack, and we just...
Oh, we didn't bring
Is
the
that
hardware
allowed?
for
I
that.
would do that. Can I do a handstand on this?
Fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you feel...
Might have a wardrobe malfunction if I choose to do that.
I can hold your
I
jacket
gotta keep it
if you want.
together. Huh?
I can hold your jacket.
No. I think that the people out there demand a jacket,
Okay.
so I
Okay,
can't
so give it a
surrender
go.
easily.
Get it going. And
Okay,
as soon as you start, I will let you know who's actually up against you.
Okay.
Just checking his stats so
Well,
far.
we've got
That's the right one, right?
We got my iPad issued the
attack.
challenge.
What have I got here today?
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
All right.
You got
We're
got
going to
heroes.
go.
You got
All right,
the
here we
Archer
go.
Queen. Do it. Okay.
All right. Let me check out this base first.
It just looks so confusing to me.
Am I
It's upside down.
allowed to
Just
do
go.
this?
To like look
So, you know,
upside
the
down.
whole iPad is
It
upside
makes it a
down.
little bit
So, you know,
easier.
honestly, when you look at it, the village layout is not that much different. It's really just selecting the armies.
Not from this angle.
Yeah. Okay. But, you know, really,
Looking good.
you look at the
Looking good.
village, if you kind of don't really focus on the fact that the defenses are upside down, you can still recognize, you know, where the wizard towers are, where the heroes are.
Yeah.
And obviously, this is a more conventional layout. This is more of a trophy-style base with the Town Hall and the Dead Center. Obviously, Town Hall 11.
I didn't get that
So should
spread
be
I was
an
looking
easy
for.
target for Woody, right? I mean, come on.
What makes you say that? What's so easy about this? Just because it's
It's
an
only
11?
a Town Hall 11. All we saw all day today was like maxed out Town Hall 12s, Woody.
Yeah, but they actually got to look at the screen the way they were supposed to.
Well, so far so good. It looks like this is almost like a standard go wipe strategy here. You've got golems, wizards, and P.E.K.K.A. Of course, you've got that siege machine working somewhere. And good use of the spell so far, Woody. You're trying to get into the
Thank
core.
you. Yeah, it's
got
kind
this.
of hard to figure out
Getting
how
there.
to... Oh my god, I missed the
No, that's
Inferno
good.
Tower.
I think you're good because now, oh, you did with the freeze spell. But you froze the heck out of that sweeper, Woody. And
Oh, I totally
that was
did.
clutch.
Can we get into the core? If I get 2 stars, I'll be happy.
Yeah,
You've got
don't
the
forget
queen's-
about
don't
the
forget
queen.
the queen's ability.
Okay,
Don't
I'm
forget the
holding it.
ability.
I'm holding it.
Okay.
She's on target.
Yeah,
she's
she's
on
gonna
target.
get it. Oh, there you go. Town
I'm gonna
Hall,
pop it
second
as soon as
star.
this Inferno... Oh,
Beautiful.
all right.
Well done, Woody. Single target
I
Inferno,
don't
watch
even
out.
see the queen
Got
upside
to get.
down.
She's right in the core. See, I'm able to watch this right side up, which is a huge advantage. Okay, Archer Queen. You got
Is that...
You got a poison spell left, but you don't really need it.
No, I should have
Oh
used
man!
this.
Swagger.
Oh, here comes the Barb King. He is gonna. Yeah.
Well, can I snipe anything else
every
here?
Every building counts. Let the archers do their work.
Yeah, can I snipe anything else?
Well, do you have any? Oh, you've got an archer.
I got
left.
one more archer
I don't
left.
think I'm allowed to tell you. So.
I don't think I can snipe
Why? We're a
anything
team.
else.
Oh, okay. In that case, no. There's nothing
in
you
that
can
case,
snipe
no.
with a remaining archer.
Ah,
So.
There's
that was
no one that
close.
could
That was
save
close.
you.
The bush got in the way. If there wasn't a bush there, I might have been able
Blame
to
the
get it.
bush. Likely story. All right,
Look,
one more.
I
It looks like
heard-
60%.
Go for that BM.
I heard that was a
Wait.
common American thing, right?
Wait, 60% attack as this archer. Nice swag. Poison right there. Thanks for that, Renee.
How you feeling now?
And-
60%.
Hey, I think
wiped
that's
out
good.
almost
I think
half of that
that's-
base.
I think that's
No,
solid.
how much?
Over
We have
half.
60? 62
we have a
I think
chance.
that's good.
Wait, why isn't
That's
the battle
good.
over? Okay, there we go.
I think that's almost-
Victory!
I will write that down.
that's only about
60%.
35% less than the average of Maudo's attacks for the entire day.
Yeah, but they planned them, and Woody
did
wasn't
it.
able to plan his attack.
I did it. Celebrate with
No, I don't know. Okay, yeah.
No, you
Woody.
did good.
me. Okay.
Very well.
Are we
So,
switching
um,
out
Good
now?
effort. Good effort. That was good.
Or do I need to go over there? and
Yeah,
grab
yeah.
our-
You'll get me Jason. please.
Okay.
Could you do
I'll
that?
do it.
You do it.
And I'm going to put up another challenge.
We trust you.
I'll be right
yes.
back.
Yeah.
Shall I-
Goodbye.
Should I fill the
Woody.
CC real quick?
What?
I should fill the clan castle this time.
Just do something so it's.
Well, no, they won't. I have to get it from Maudo. They wouldn't give it to me, so no.
No.
Besides, that wouldn't be honest. That wouldn't be right.
Yeah, but
There was no defending clan
it's
castle
about
against
winning.
Woody.
It's not about being. Hey, welcome. Upside down challenge also for you. It is the same base.
Yep.
It makes it a bit easier.
Same base, same army, and
We
no
tried
defensive
to
clan
change it
castle.
a bit, but we heard Galadon is just. Never mind. Galadon's not willing to do everything
I'm
for the
too
win,
honest for my own good.
which is fine. Okay, let's get him started. I was
go.
looking for his upside down. Damn.
There you go. You ready?
Attack.
All right. Best
Right.
of luck.
Jason
your time.
is trying upside down Clash of Clans.
Good. The first thing, he goes right to the warden. Make sure the warden's set to the right ground there, which is
Yeah.
good because it could be like, is the ground up? Is it down? Warden's up is actually down. Solid. Notice he didn't drop all the golems at once. He's going to kind of wrap them around the base.
His dropping loss does not look as good as the one that Woody did, because Woody did like
Well,
this, spreading his hand, going all over the pad. That looked.
His deployment is a little more controlled. I'm going to have to admit right here. He's being pretty surgical about this. And you can see he's trying to create a funnel. Notice on the far left, far right. It's hard to read this base, but kind of the bottom and the 3 o'clock. And then down the middle, you can see the heroes, the siege machine. He's trying to get in and make sure that he gets that town hall. Good free spell.
Yeah, coming out.
Defending Archer Queen coming around. I think that's the defending Archer Queen anyway. It's so hard for me to watch this, but okay. I'm trying to watch it on the upside down iPad, but there's the last rage. No, he's got 2 rage spells left. Man, he's got all the hero abilities. There goes the King's ability. Last rage spell right in the core. And he's waiting on the Warden. Beautiful use of the Warden. There is your second star. Uh-oh, 50%. 52. And it looks like time isn't the issue right here. He's got just under 2 minutes left. Archer Queen's ability, 56. Oh man, come on. Casters.
Oh, and
what happened? Caster's looking, oh, he almost missed. I wasn't going to say anything. He almost missed the Queen's ability. I wasn't going to say anything, but great catch right there.
16.
And yeah. Yes, he wins.
But
I tell you what, he
as
doesn't pop
impressive
that
as
Queen's
we might
ability.
thought. That is 64% so far.
Yep, just like they did the rest of their war. They're going to go ahead and rub it in
Solid
and
performance.
grab extra buildings, even though 61 was enough.
No, it's not 64. What will it be?
65.
He's still got a minute left.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
What?
Solid attack.
Yeah.
66, 2/3 of this base down and then some. Well, Woody, it was a good effort from Woody, but just
I'm still proud of Woody.
Better executed attack, and it looks like 68 is going to be the final number here. Wow. Just
Those
go ahead.
are the arrows.
Don't end the attack. Just let it roll. Go ahead. Just let us bathe in defeat for as long as possible, and just cringe and squirm as we know that every building that goes down just puts us further behind. No, it's a great attack.
It's still just a tie. It's still just
Is he
a tie.
still? Oh, there it is. 68.
68.
Beautiful.
68.
Well done.
Great
Well
job.
done. Congratulations.
Yeah, well done. Great job. Thank you. And we get Woody back, who's unfortunately the loser of today, like we are. We lose as a team.
Yes,
no,
that's
wait.
true.
We win as a team, but we lose as an individual, right?
We lose as an individual.
Yeah, so it's Woody that
Absolutely.
lost.
I did it. I'm only 8% worse than one of the best clans in the world.
I'm
Most
surprised.
players would be happy with that.
Yeah,
That's true.
I'm happy.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. But
Yeah, we're
that's-
tied now. The
Always
casters
the
and
optimist,
players.
Woody.
It's
Always the
tied,
optimist.
1-1.
that means we need to go back into the dark basement and figure out another Clash challenge that we can win.
Yes.
The dark basement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's that?
You don't know yet.
You
Figure out
Germans
soon.
do some weird
And man,
things.
it's a
I
clan
gotta
castle.
say.
Their clan castles have basements. That's how we roll. By the way, when talking about how we roll, it's the end of a day too. So thanks, Woody and Galadon, once again for all your expertise around Clash of Clans.
It was fun. It was a blast. And again, a 3-star, just spectacular today, Woody.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, half of the attacks at 3 stars, Maladao cleaned up the competition, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see another strong performance tomorrow, but Clan War Leagues are not over yet, and their toughest opponents are still in the lineup. Make sure that you don't miss a single minute of the action and get a chance to win some gems for yourself by staying tuned over on Twitter.
Yeah, definitely follow us on Twitter at Clash of Clans, so you're informed about everything in terms of Clan War Leagues and what we're doing here in the studio. You don't need to be set, because we will return on day 3. Obviously, that is tomorrow, 1 p.m. CET once again, so it's the same time, nothing changed. Super easy for you to just follow us along. My name is Renee, and I see you there.
，我觉得都差不多。可能中国的玩家玩这个游戏时更专注一点。
这个风格倒是，我觉得也是差不多吧，现在都是以狗球或者矿工、天女矿工、天女蓝胖这样全世界都是通用的，就看大家临场发挥吧。我觉得中国的玩家玩天女的比较多吧，然后我看其他国家的玩家，他们用的都是比较蓝派女巫啊这些，对。
我们是会经常聚会的，我们刚聚会在香港聚会完， 遇见游戏里面的小伙伴，一个最大的感受就是差别很大。他们游戏里面可能会很活跃，然后话很多但现实里面可能会比较害羞。